Well, here is yet another one of my books. So in the past, I have done planner videos, and I love doing them because this is how I keep myself organized. At the beginning of, well, not the beginning, I'm sorry. In August, we moved into this one bedroom, and I tried to do everything digitally. And I tried for about 2.5 months, 3 months, and I just wasn't feeling it. You know, I'm called the Booknester for a reason. I love my coloring books, physical ones. I like my physical reading books, and obviously a physical planner just works better for me. Not that digital planning doesn't work or digital coloring. I find really good bonuses with those, especially with like just having stuff handy for my phone, but that's not really my planning world. So with the new year, I had planned to start going into a quarterly planner. I thought that'd be great. 3 months in a quarterly planner, that should be able to catch my attention, see if a system really works. And I had one picked out, and I ordered one back in November. It was not this one. And when it came, I was really excited about it. And then I came across Amplify Planner via YouTube, Facebook, whatever it was, sent Amplify into my life. And I went, uh-oh, this is a problem. So Amplify, in this case, is a quarterly planner. They do have an undated annual planner that's available, and I've actually ordered that one as well because I was trying to do in a happy planner my health and wellness. It's a disc system and stuff. Just, it isn't for me. This system seems to be for me. So I ordered yet another one. So both the planners that I pre-ordered, thought I was going to be using for this year, yeah, pretty wasteful, I know, but you've got to understand, it has to fit. And finding your planner groove is important. And this one being 3 months tells me I'm going to, I can focus on it. I can see how well it works. Well, I've already started seeing the proof is in the pudding of how well this works because they give you free downloads, and I've been practicing on those for a while. So that'll be a part of our discussion. But for today, what I am doing is I want to go ahead and set up my month. So we're going to set up January. Now, it's kind of tentatively set up, as you'll see. In sticky notes, yay! So let me get this all set up for you. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So that is how I have been planning the month so that I can continue on doing all my content. And so that is what this is. This is totally for the Booknester. Everything about the Booknester is in here. And since we have so many social media platforms that we interact on, and of course I'm making YouTube content, and I'm wanting to really stay focused and hope to keep that YouTube content going. I need someplace to track it all, and this is going to be it. So it is a heck of a mess right now because I started off with sticky notes. Now the idea being is that as I add them to the calendar, I then can move them. However, in my impatience and waiting for one particular thing, which you'll see in a moment, I went ahead and using their downloads, transferred all those yellow sticky notes onto my January calendar. Now, this is the download I was talking about. When I ordered this, but even before that, they give you free trial downloads, which I think is very generous of them. They are undated. You have to date them yourself and everything, which I actually prefer because I really like a Monday start. So this became very, very handy. And I think going forward, I've already started prepping for February's in the same manner. But instead of sticky notes, I've already printed out the download and we'll just be putting my notes and stuff on here. Now, these sticky notes are things to remember, and I can just plop them over there. So when the next quarter comes around, I will do a complete setting up for my quarterly because all of this is going to be set up and done ahead of time because I'm waiting on some more supplies to really finish out how I'm going to be handling this. But let's just get back to this because this is supposed to be about the monthly setup. All right, so that is my in pencil sketching out every episode I'm going to film or video I'm going to film. when I'm going to post it, when I'm going to edit it. I mean, it has everything here, because if I'm going to be trying to put out as much content as I'm hoping to be able to do, I have got to stay organized. So let me clear all this off, all these sticky notes. I'm going to save them for a moment, maybe. So I'm going to clear all these off, and then we will come back and we will start discussing what I'm going to be doing and why I need to do it. Now, this planner starts on a Sunday. That is not the way my brain works. It is the only thing about this planner that I wish was different for me, but I can change that, and I will be changing that. And that should be a fairly simple thing to do. I hope. I'm hoping my skills get better. I've got some contact paper, or contact tape, or correction tape. I also was trying it with labels, which actually I'm just going to leave them there. So I've done it with labels, marked out a few, but getting them cut to that size was really, really difficult. I might be having some tape that'll come along that I'll be able to put straight across there, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. But for now, I am trying my skills at correction tape. So this is an issue for me. It starts on a Sunday. I want my weekends on this side. My week is right here. It is how my brain works and how it looks. When I see this, I think this is Monday. That's just the way I am. So I need to change out these, and then I need to change all the dates. So this is, like I said, is the only thing about this whole planner that I actually manipulate and change. The rest of it is great and works really well for me, gives me plenty of space. In the undated yearly, this would not be an issue because it's completely blank and I can go in and just put in those dates. But for now, because of this one being my quarterly and going forward, and I don't know that they're going to be changing it anytime soon. They're a very young company. I think they're only a little over a year old, and they have made great strides and are very responsive and really trying to make their way into the planner community. And for those of us who are functional planners and need all the different layouts, we need a month, we need a weekly, we need a daily, this planner has it. So let me just show you. So here is a monthly layout, and then I just showed you, but I'll show you a blank. Now these planners you can get. So here's a blank weekly. This is considered the horizontal. You can also get these in a vertical. The verticals never worked for me either. I love the grids. I love having lots of lines. That is probably one of the biggest things that has drawn me to this planner. It has lovely lines, even these faint white lines you may not be able to see, but in the gray, just to keep your guidance. And then they also have dailies, and they have every single day, including in this case, like you see, Saturday and Sunday. Here's a Monday start, and it has your time frames done in 30-minute spots. This is for small writing in general. That is how I write. In fact, that's what the problem with the Happy planners, and probably 90% of the planners I get, the lines are just so big, it's wasted space. My handwriting gets very messy in those big lines for some reason. I like small, thin pens, and I like tiny writing, just to give you an example. So, you know, I write fairly small naturally, and I like a smaller writing. So this has worked out really well for me, and I love having dailies because I do plan as I go and I keep track of what I'm doing at that time. So that's really helpful. All right, now I'll get that back later. I took a sticky note out. All right, so let's get back to the monthly because that's our focus. It does have goal planning in it. I've done goal planning on another system and love that goal planning. So I just made it into my goals into a sticker, and I placed it over here. There is a welcome letter. There's an explanation you can't see. But again, whenever I go to set this up, there's a lot of videos on the quarterly, so you can find the quarterly setup. The annual undated. There's not as many except for on their Facebook page. So when that comes in, we'll go over it again, even a little bit more. So here we go. We're going to do the month, and now I have to go through and get rid of these dates. So be prepared to spin, because that's what I have to do. One of the things I like, it's a beautiful coil. It's silver, as you can see. And these stickies, I put on the sticky notes. I'm changing. I have a certain set of stickers that I want to use in this planner. It's a beautiful storm blue color. There's colors to choose from every quarter. You can get all of your quarters done in the same color if you want, or you can change every quarter, which again, I kind of really appreciate. So, but I like that it is slightly big. It's about a 7 by 10 is the dimensions. So a little bit smaller than a regular sheet of paper, but just big enough for me to be able to have all these things in one spot. And that's pretty darn important. So we're going to spin him around. I have these, they're Tombow mono correction tape. This is what all the planner people seem to like to use. I am just now learning. There is a bit of a curve, so I'm going to be quiet and try to do this. They do it so much quicker. Ooh, that was pretty smooth. I'm actually pretty happy with that. So I'm just covering the day of the week. That one not so great. Here we go. This is what I normally do. I end up messing it up, but that's okay. We'll just get better. I have what? 12 months to practice this. Right, and then those I'm going to leave because they're already covered with some tape. All right, so that was just the correction. That wasn't too bad, but it definitely need more practice. And then I need to cover up all of these these wonderful dates. Now, there are stickers out there, and there's some really great sticker producers for the Amplify. There's not as many as, like, let's say for your Happy Planners and your Erin Condrens, but they are out there. But I just ordered, let's see, some white dots so that I could just cover. And that's the other thing I like, is it's pure white paper. So that means that my white sticker parts will be there too. They kind of blend in, and you can buy just white. And so what I did is I bought, here it is, just some all-purpose labels off their inkjet laser, but they are teeny tiny dots. Doesn't even say here. I'll leave the link to Amazon, but I don't know if you can see that, but there's the dot right there. That's all it is. And I thought this would be the easiest way for me to get rid of the dates. And being white, you don't notice it so much, so that's good. So here we go, a lot of fun here. Well, tweezers would probably be a better option than my fingers. There we go. Oh, and I scraped off some of that. Oh well. Let's see, I do have a pair of tweezers though, so we're gonna go ahead and use that. It's a regular pair of tweezers. They have fancy tweezers. I actually have some fancy tweezers somewhere, again, in storage. I really had planned on trying to really do that digital, and I tried it and I liked aspects of it, but the fact that I couldn't just, you know, go sit someplace easily and just write down stuff or have a place. I'm a big one about wanting to have a place to brainstorm and write notes about a day or things I'm thinking of. So, and this, I've now realized with the content creating that just those little ideas pop in everywhere. So I am very excited for this to be all that's in here for me to track what I'm doing. So this will be my Booknester. I have a blog now, which is not really that live. It's on life support right now, but that's part of what this content will be, of course, my YouTube channel, and then also any postings in Facebook groups, Instagram. I want to keep track of all those things. And I want to actually see what I'm producing and seeing how consistent and seeing what type of schedules work and what doesn't. So it's been a challenge since my husband still does work from home periodically. Thank you, COVID. And we are in a 1-bedroom, so filming, editing, all of that stuff has to be scheduled. When he's not here and he's at work, physically in the office, then I can be, I need to use that time for doing exactly this, filming, editing, those kind of things, because when he's here, there's just not room enough for both of us to be doing it, and him holding the meetings that he's holding, and, me in the background jibber jabbing away about dots on a calendar page. So what I'm probably going to do going forward for these monthly setups, I just want to show you some ideas. These dots are really inexpensive, and I don't know how many I have. I mean, I think I have over 3,000, so I have plenty of dots for any future cover-ups I need to do. And as long as I'm doing the quarterly, and I do go ahead and want to get it dated. I don't want to do, you can do undated quarterlies. I don't want to do that. Largely because that is one of the issues with even printing out my own printer stuff. Between the cost of the ink, and I can't get this beautiful paper. This paper is lovely. I mean, it's lovely, lovely paper. Between not being able to get the high level printing that this is done in, and then the binding and the ease of just carrying it around, and that it's all in one spot, it's really, looks like I didn't even think about that. So it obviously is also printed with the holidays, and I did not realize that because I hadn't really been looking. So now I need to, because it's going to be on a Tuesday, and Martin Luther King Jr. Day does not happen on a Tuesday. Now, as you saw, I just took out the 17. Oh, yeah, I'm just not getting it. One little spit. So you could do that with the correction tape as well. However, the correction tape is expensive too. Oop. Why am I trying to do this with my hand? Should be using my tweezers. That was much easier with tweezers. Yeah. So it's, and then this is going to be another thing I need to see about. Yeah, I just realized because they separated the box, but we can make it work. It'll work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I know that for some people, they'll be like, oh my gosh, just get a different planner. Well, when the weeks are set up Monday with a Monday start and put their weekends together, which is great. I think they did that to appease those of us who want Monday starts. It's easier to fix something like this than my weeks, but I do want it dated. I don't want to have to be printing out. I did that for almost a year and a half, 2 years, where I was printing out my own planner pages and, making my own planner. And I thought, oh, this is great. And it takes a lot of money and time and ink. And I would just rather pay somebody else to come up with the brilliance of it. And with the customer service I've been experiencing so far and the community that they're trying to create through this planner, I feel good about my purchase and supporting such a great business here. So these are made in the United States. It is a United States company. I will put the direct website, of course, down below. And then Also their YouTube channel. So if you want to go out and take a look and see, they have a Facebook group. They'll send you that information when you give them your email address, or if if you do purchase a planner, they send you all that information. Now, like I said, there are some sticker companies or on Etsy that make them for the amplifier. There's one particular person who does a lot with the company, and they provide for covering up these guys right here. Okay, we're going to try this. I scraped off some of the correction stuff, so. All right, so basically we have a blank January. Luckily, I don't have to put in the name of that. We've used, obviously, 31 or so dots. So, go there. And, I'll put that. I said they're 1/4 inch round labels, but they are teeny tiny dots. And I got them from Garage Sale Pop. All right, so now I need to go in and get this looking more like an actual calendar. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the names. So again, when I was making my own calendar, I did this all the time. So we're going to start it for a Monday start. And you know what's going to work better? It's probably my Sharpie over that correction tape. Or that, whatever that stuff is. Well, magical, isn't it? Through the magic, it's almost like I had one in the oven that was cooking while I was talking. So what happened, as you saw, is it went out of focus. And I don't know if it's because my light dimmed too much or what happened. So you missed the entire thing, which doesn't make any sense because we're supposed to be setting up. But because I'm going to soldier on, and these are things we have to learn to do, and my mistakes I need to put out there, I will kind of zoom in on a couple places and talk to you about what all you missed. So as the last part you would have seen was basically I had to cover up all of these numbers and renumber. And one of the things I also was talking about is I have these pockets in the back also that are part of the planner. And those pockets are actually really good pockets, which I was pleasantly surprised, because a lot of times you get those pockets and they don't expand enough for you to be able to put like your stickers or things in, and you rip them almost instantly. Now this is only supposed to last 3 months. I'm assuming that pocket should last that long. So what you missed was I actually have quite a few stickers that I do like to use, and this was a sticker company that I used previously when I was making my own planner, and it's called Orange Umbrella Co. I will put a link down there. She has a fabulous, or I shouldn't assume, should I? They have a wonderful, amazing shop, and they have been incredibly quick on delivery and everything else. These are clear. That's why I had to go ahead and put the white dot in, because I ordered all clear, because that's typically what I want. This was supposed to be for the original quarterly planner that I was going to use until I stumbled upon Amplify and went, that's the planner that I need to try for this year. Also, what you missed was me writing in the days. I used that correction, that Tombow correction tape, and it worked pretty well. And I know lots of planners seem to use this, but I was having difficulty with being able to write on it. So ultimately the Sharpie, this little fine line Sharpie, did a better job than my, my other little, what is it? Oh, better than my micron did. So, but still even then, so maybe I need to let it dry a lot longer. I obviously have a learning curve with my correction tape knowledge. So now let me just bring you into the different sections and we'll talk briefly about everything that I have here on my planner. So starting up here in this corner, what I've done, and it's the first thing I do when I plan, and you know what, I'm not going to go into too much detail because when I do this in February, I will actually work really hard to make sure that I get it filmed and it looks correct. And I'll show you the process that I start. But I always start with all of the episodes that I would like to do in this month. And if I start out that way with those episodes, then I know what I'm trying to plan for. So that is kind of first step. But one of the fun things I can do with this, and I don't do a lot of decorating. This is a very functional planner, but I do want to do a little bit. And I actually have 2 Happy Planner sticker books that I want to use for this quarter. I'm going to try to have my stickers coordinate for the entire 3 months. I'm not a big one about having every page look so different. And I know there's planners out there that do it and they're beautiful, but it just, I want it to kind of all look similar. So the first one that I'm using here, let me go ahead and move back out. So the first one that I'm using in the planner is going to be the sticker sheet. Let's see, this one is Abstract Watercolor Recovery. All right. So this is for my recovery, and I'm just recovering from 2020 and 2021, basically. But there's a lot of really, I don't know, positive vibe type of, and the colors are gorgeous. I absolutely love the colors in this sticker book. And I thought with this, with the storm blue front, and so as you see, I've kind of got this color scheme going. And I want to be able to use these throughout for the next 3 months in this planner. So we're going to see if that works and if I get bored with it or not. But there's a lot of great sayings, very supportive sayings. I also have this one, which is Papillion, which has very similar colors with a little bit of more intense colors of oranges in there, which I'm planning on using as well. So I think that they work really well. That's where, of course, that sticker came from. And the thought of the metamorphosis of a butterfly, you know, that's really what all this is this growth. And I just want to be looking towards growing and changing. So that's one of the reasons, but I love the color combo. So what I'm going to do is, I do want to put in, before we get talking too deeply, but a perfect little spot over here. So they have a little thing called Monthly Focus, and I really thought this would be a great one for me to go and find a sticker and put that in there. And like I said, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's some really good sayings and things that I can put in there. So I thought, actually, this is one that I want to kind of do for right now. And that is, and this is what I was talking about with the white paper, because a lot of stickers you get have white borders around them. And a lot of the really fancy planners are kind of going with that off-white paper, that kind of, that almost a yellow. It's very pretty and it looks great with the gold coils and everything. But then all your stickers kind of stand out. So I'm going to cover that up, and I'm actually going to put right in here, she writes her own story. So that's my January focus. So you could put whatever in there if you were focusing on something specific, but because all of this, I really want to encourage myself to do this. I think that that's a really great one. Now we also have all this that's kind of blank, so that'd be a perfect place to possibly put in something else if I see something. Now these are Happy Planner stickers, so I don't know that they're going to work exactly, but we're going to give it, see, they're just a little bit difference in size, but I could probably go more there. Yay, you can still barely see it. The Monday's not, I don't like the Monday being covered up. So if I don't think I can get this back up. You know, you have to try. Actually, we might be able to get it up and then I can trim that. See, you're going to see all my foibles because I am not a decorative planner, but I love these stickers and think it'd be kind of nice just to have. There we go. There's a nice little pop of color. All right, so like I said, this part right here, and so what will happen, and actually I can go ahead and do this because I know it's already up. I can then also mark which ones I did manage to get done for the month. So I know that I've already posted this one, and by done, it means it needs to be posted. So we're going to check that one, which is B1, which is what's new in 2022, and you know, we're gonna wait, but this is the next one that'll get marked off. This one ended up being 2 videos, so when I post that for tomorrow on Saturday, then that would be better. I'll feel good about that. All right, then let me move you over and then we'll come in again. So there's a lovely tracker here, which I really like. And this is where I'm going to be doing tracking my social media. And also I can change out the, okay. Okay. So over here, I have my social, or my platforms, the different social media where I'm going to be putting stuff. And I want to track where I'm putting stuff just to see if I increase the number, and if so, just know from a glance, am I, you know, is there parts of the month that I'm doing less, and, you know, I'm very excited at the beginning of the month or even the beginning of the year, and then I tailor off. So the way that I did this is I put in Instagram. So obviously on the 1st and the 2nd, I put up 2 different photos on Instagram, and they were regarding coloring. And then on the 3rd, I put up one about the planner. Now I know also today on the 7th, which is when I'm filming this, I put up one about the planner there. So also with Facebook, I posted in a group. And so in this case, if I say what group it is, which is the Amplify group, I already know that's definitely a planning. If I post in a color group, then I'll know that that's for YouTube or ColorTube is the way that I'm kind of looking at that. And then for YouTube, it's the same thing. So I have posted a book related video and now a coloring related video, and actually I'll post another color related video soon. And then this is the booknester.com. That is my blog, so anytime that I'm doing something there, I will mark what I'm doing. If I put up a net gallery review, or did I put up something that was just a YouTube video that I put to, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm hoping to keep track of that every month. And then if we go back to the whole page, this is my filming editing schedule. And next month, I'll really kind of walk you through how I kind of make sure of how I do this. But largely my biggest thing is that the first things I put in is where postings. And so as you can see, I'm trying to do postings on Friday. And those all have a theme. And then I'm trying to post on Wednesday, and I'm trying to post on Mondays. The Monday and Wednesday kind of switch, whether it's a planner or a book, like BookTube related video, depending on what's going on in the month. So like if I have a net gallery review, they have a tendency to come out on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. So it's probably good that I always post my YouTube video would need to be on a Monday. Wednesday might be too late if it's already went out on Tuesday. And I don't like putting it too far in advance of its publication date. So that's kind of the idea. One of the things that I needed to be very aware of, and that is things that are going to affect my filming schedule. So I need to get those into my planner as well. In this case, the COVID booster at 10 o'clock, we finally got set up for that. You know, we could have reactions to it, or we might start developing some form of symptoms. You know, it might be a bad afternoon, who knows. So I need to make sure that most of the stuff I have planned here I can do ahead of time, or I can make up later. So I kind of changed some ideas around on that one. Let's see. And then my weekends are not about BookTube. Well, it is. I usually start my different books on here. And so since I didn't do a TBR for this month, I'll just run through and let you know what I think I'm going to be reading and how it's scheduled. So right now I am reading Hotel Portofino, which is actually a NetGalley ARC. That publication date comes out on the 18th. Then I'm going to read First to Die, which is a James Patterson. I keep saying Peterson. James Patterson book, which is my first time ever reading him, and he is going to be in the authors you always see at the airport, those really famous, really popular authors that they always have books from at the airport. So he's going to be my first one in that. And then the next one is a NetGalley review, the Great Mrs. Elias. I think that comes out like the 8th of February, so I need to get that read. And then down here, I'm going to be joining a Book Olive. She is hosting a read-along of the Midnight Library on Goodreads, so I'll be doing that. And then here, which I don't have it written down, I'll have to get it in here. I have actually a buddy read with Fiona, which is going to be, Her Royal Spinous. So very excited about that one as well. So I actually need to get that written in there so that I make sure I know. We normally start those on Mondays, and we run them Monday through Friday. We try to read in about a week or so. So, and then I don't know, because I haven't developed my February, what I'll be starting on the 29th, that weekend. So that is kind of some of the things that I like to keep noted. I have when my blog is going to need to be written, when it needs to be posted. I do circle my post, anything that I need posted. I circle just so I can look very quickly and see that I've got a posting for those days like I want. So again, when February comes around, if you're interested, I can go into better how I do the whole planning. I do it from the posting backwards, and that's how it gets set up. So that is my January setup. I apologize for the whole in-between where you didn't get to see me, put on the numbers, because I know that's really exciting, and write all this in, because that was all out of focus for some reason. Nothing like technology and not checking it. Got too into my planner, but I'm very excited. I hope you can enjoy this. I'm going to be adding planners on. The next one will be talking about what do I do to plan my week, because there's a weekly section in this, and this is why I really love this. This is it has a monthly, a weekly, and a daily. And then at some point, I'm hoping to be able to do kind of a probably like a planner vlog, which is about me using my dailies and how I use them on a daily basis, and how because I don't use them for planning that much. I really use them to plan my day that very day, and also for keeping track that I stay on track, which I'm not doing so great. I'm having to get better about some of my time management, and it's appearing in my schedule I'm seeing. So by noting that. So again, I hope you enjoy this. This is a really great planner, guys. I am so excited, and I've ordered a second one, which is an annual planner, which is undated and only has months and weeks in it. And I can't wait to show you what I'm going to be doing in that one, because that is the rest of my life outside of the Booknester. So I don't know. What do I say now? Keep planning those days, keep scheduling. I don't know. I'll have to think what my catch line for the planner episodes are going to be. But thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll be here for whenever we go through the week. Have a great day, and until I see you or talk to you again, bye for now.